Hey guys, welcome. It's the weekend and the markets aren't pumping. Still trading sideways. Matter of fact, Bitcoin's still under $100,000. Alts are bleeding. Holy crap. But the title of this video is called Fear because fear and greed right now, we look at the sentiment in crypto is still in fear. Hasn't been in fear for a while, but the last 2 days we ticked down to fear levels, and it's some reasons why that happened, and I'm here to tell you that things will change. Things will change. But let's talk about what causes fear and why I'm still bullish on crypto and the alts and Bitcoin and everything. We just need to hold on a little bit longer and things will turn around. So, guys, let's get into it. Right now, we thought that we'd be Bitcoin be over 100,000. Altcoin season's around the corner. None of that's changed. None of that's changed. But we have some clouds right now, and let's talk about it and see what's happening. So like I started with the video, let's look at fear and greed. Currently, fear and greed's at 44. So yesterday we were at 44, but just look at last week. Last week we're at 68, right? And we kind of knew things were kind of looking kind of crazy this week, or last week rather, when the tariffs were announced last weekend and crypto started taking a dump, and stocks were taking a dump too, not just crypto. And then we heard, we got some positive news that the tariffs were kind of delayed 30 days and things start turning around again. Then we had some other news during the week, which I'll cover. And that kind of brought us down to where we're at right now. So that's what's going on. So we look at the fear and greed. So this was fear and greed in crypto, right? 44. Now we look at the stocks, US that is, and that they're in fear as well. And it's all intermingled with this tariffs and the company, well, not company, but the country and investors not knowing where we're headed. Is inflation going up back up? Is it going back down? What's happening? And that's the main reason why we're in fear. Markets don't like uncertainty. They like to kind of predict and know where things are going. Right now, we don't know where things are going. And so that's why we're in fear. So looking at the market right now, we see that Bitcoin currently is at 60% dominance. So there is no altcoin season here. Bitcoin is killing it right now with dominance. And that's where we're at there. Market cap crypto is about 3 trillion. So still above the 2 trillion we were before. So that's still positive. But let's take a look at the Bitcoin and the alts right now. Bitcoin at the time of the video is sitting at 96.5. ETH's at 2,600. That's crazy. ETH was over 3,500 about 2 weeks ago. And ETH is almost down $1,000. Crazy. XRP is down to $2.42. Solana is under 200, 199. And Doge is down. ADA's under $1. Chainlink's under $20. Avalanche is under $30. That's crazy. Sui, just a week ago was about $4. Now it's down to $3. So a lot of deals to be had. Believe it or not, Litecoin is still holding strong, still over $100. And those who watch me know that I'm a big fan of Litecoin. I think light bulb's going to go off in everyone's head, and people are going to start looking to Litecoin as well after they get done with Bitcoin. Hyperliquid is good. I'm looking for an entry point under $20, but a lot of deals to be had here, guys. A lot of deals to be had. So I understand the market is fearful right now, but if you truly believe in where this is headed, this is good entry points for a lot of these projects right now. Good entry points. So look at stocks. These are the futures right now. So on Friday, the Dow closed 400 points lower, right? And not looking good, guys, for the crypto space and for stocks, obviously. Look at NASDAQ down, S&P down, Dow Jones down. So not just crypto. So when people want to look at you and say, oh, how's your crypto doing now? Hey, look at your stocks. It's the same thing. Kind of intermingled, tech related. But what happened? Right? So confusion reigns and stocks sink as Trump announces more tariffs. More. So he had a remark in the Oval Office this past Friday, and he said that he will announce new reciprocal tariffs. So we already know about the Canadian one and the Mexican one, and those were delayed about 30 days after both governments kind of said that, hey, we'll address the border issue, we'll send troops there to kind of control the flow of fentanyl coming into the country. And that was good for 30 days. But then China said, hey, we ain't with that. You know, China said we'll impose about 10%. And then, you know, Trump just announced here that he's announcing these reciprocal tariffs. And basically, it's a pledge that he said, and it's a long-held desire to match foreign countries' import taxes dollar for dollar to restore what the president believes is fairness to international trade. So, hey, we're being charged that here as a country, and we don't do anything about it. So he's saying, if you're charging us, we're charging you. And the reason these tariffs are a big thing is because although in the grand scheme of things, it's what's right is right, that at the end of the day, who pays the price for these tariffs? You know, it's not the companies, not the merchants, the manufacturers. They pass that down to us, the consumers. And you pass that down to us and the prices rise, that impacts inflation. And that's not what we want. We don't want inflation. Inflation means less money to invest in riskier assets like crypto and technology. We don't have the money to do it, right? If you're paying more money for common goods that you need to live, you don't have extra money to invest. And markets don't like that. So that's what's going on right now. We need some clarity as far as what's happening with these tariffs. Once we kind of understand what's happening there, I think the markets will take off again. So it's just a matter of time right now. It's still within his first 100 of days in the office, and a lot of presidents like to make their mark within the first 100 days. So we'll see when things simmer down what it looks like. So that's that. That is that. Now we have liquidations as well. So Binance and a lot of these other exchanges are hunting these exchanges. A lot of people are being liquidated, especially the longs. And because of that, you're seeing the price go choppy and the price can't hit where we want to hit. Because you have the longs are saying, hey, Bitcoin's going to hit 10 something, and they're hunting them. And then they get wrecked, and then they go after the shorts. And what happens after that? If you go after the longs and shorts, the price stays right in the middle. And you don't have that pump that we need to go up. Then you have the macro issues holding us down as well. That's what's going on with crypto right now. That's what's going on with Bitcoin. It's going to pass, but you kind of have to understand what's happening right now. And you have these two factors that are playing into the space, and that's why we can't bump like we want to. So I understand why it's fearful, but it's going to pass. If you understand that, you'll stay and you'll keep DCAing into the projects that you like. Keep DCAing into Bitcoin. But here, in the past 24 hours, 73,441 traders were liquidated. That's why I don't play with that. I don't do that at all. I just DCA and I just wait. The total liquidations come in at 106 million bucks. The largest single liquidation order happened on Bybit, and that was for Bitcoin USDT, value at almost $800,000. So once all this clears, I think we'll be in a better space. Also, Glassnode reported the 7-day average funding rate has declined since late June, now 0.004%, 85% lower than December peak of 0.26%. What that means is that demand for leverage longs is fading because there's uncertainty in the market right now, and a speculative appetite is weakening. And because of this, without renewed leverage, price action may stay choppy and corrected for a little bit of time. So what I kind of talked about earlier is that right now we're going to be in the in-between stage for a little bit until we get more clarity with the macro stuff. And that'll happen. All that means is that we have extra time to get in at discount prices. I truly believe that we're still in a bull market, and I'll show you how this cycle kind of mimics the 2017 cycle in a couple of slides later. So we're still there, guys. And it's still there because look at that. Institutions are still buying. VCs, smart money, institutionals, stock ETFs, these companies, they're still buying. Just last week alone, Bitcoin, about 486 million was purchased. Solana, 4.5 million. XRP, 14.7 million. Cardano, 1 million. Chainlink, 3.1 million. So the money is still coming in. People are still buying. Smart money is still buying. And it's not just smart money. Retail is also buying. Since mid-December, retail investors with less than one Bitcoin, which is a lot of us out there, a lot of people viewing right now, have accumulated Bitcoin at an accelerated pace, stacking an average of 10,627 Bitcoin per day, 72% faster than the past year's average. So the shrimps are accumulating. They're DCAing with every paycheck that they have. They know where this is going. They recognize the news. They're treating it like a money market savings account Whatever little bit they have, they're still DCAing because everyone's goal should be to accumulate one whole Bitcoin, become a whole coiner, and you're set. And a lot of retail, they're understanding this. So retail is in. So you have, boom, institutions still buying. And now, based on Glassnode and them following wallets, shrimps are also accumulating Bitcoin as well. So I know and understand it's fearful, but people are still seeing where the market is headed. They're not focused on what's going on currently. And if we look at these markets here, this is Bitcoin's price performance, and we're comparing the cycle, the 2017 cycle versus this current cycle. And this current cycle right now is in the black, right? And if we're looking at the 2015 to 2018 cycle, this is what it looks like. So history doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme, right? And if we look at the trajectory of both of these cycles, right, we're mimicking it. We are mimicking it. And if this is correct, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. So come March, April, we should be taking off. So when you see that, you treat these prices here as a gift. Discount prices for you to get in, because if this repeats, we're only a couple of months away from takeoff. And I'm here for it, and I hope you are too. Also, still bullish news. Yes, it's fearful and everything like that, but in the US, look at all the states applying or proposing a Bitcoin reserve. Every week it's going up and up and up. I remember when I was saying it was 5, then it became 10, 15. Now we're at 22. And Utah and Arizona, I want to say Utah is probably at the fast pace. They have within 40 days or so, they're going to rule on this thing and it may become law. But all these other states, Florida's one of the biggest economies in the world. Texas, one of the biggest economies in the world. This is just individual states. And we're not even talking about U.S., just the nation as a whole with their strategic reserves. Individual states are taking a head start and they're going for this thing. So don't believe the hype. Don't fall for the FUD, guys. This is still positive. We got things happening. And I think we're just right around the corner from takeoff again. So altcoin season, we're not there yet, right? But looking at the chart, altcoin season tends to happen at least 200 days following the halving. And that was seen in the 2017 cycle that I just talked about and the 2021 cycle. So we're about closer to like 273 plus since the last halving. So we're almost there. Just to put things in perspective, we are almost there, right? So this is after 200 plus days after the halving. This is us right here. So if we look at these other cycles, right, boom, it looks like we're trending down, right? This is probably, this was not what we're looking at, but we're looking at 2017 right here. So you look at that, right? You go back down and you go right back up again. Altcoin season. Altcoin season's coming, guys. Altcoin season's coming. Just be patient. Now let's look at Artemis to see what's happening as far as, the activity on these chains, these smart contracts. We see that it is trending down. I get it. So we see Solana still has 5.4 million daily active addresses, Near 3.1, Aptos 1.2 million, Sui 528, ETH 390, Ton 203, and then we have Avalanche at 46,000 and Cardano at 36,000. And then we look at daily transactions. That is kind of alarming, but we see that going down, right? You see it was at 2 billion here before, and then just things went down. And this is Solana, actually. Things going down. So, it's trending down, but still positive. Solana has over 370 million daily transactions, mostly probably with meme activity. Sui, 28 million. Aptos, 25 million. ETH, 7.4 million. Let's go back to that. So I know ETH has L2s, but I'm a big proponent of Solana and Sui. But just look at that. Sui has 28 million versus ETH main chain, 7.4 million. More than ADA's coming up though. ADA's at 307,000, so that's positive. But again, still active. We not as hot as we once were, but still active. So nothing's dead right now. And we look at DeFi. DeFi is we look at the past 7 days down 14% for ETH, but still above 50 billion. Solana for the 7 days down 16%, but still above 9 billion. So nothing to really worry about, guys. Yes, it's going down, but hey, we're there. If we look at Sui's down 21% for our DeFi goals, but they're still over $1 billion. AVAX down 13% for the past week, still above $1 billion. Aptos down only 1.7%, and they're close to $1 billion. They're about 910 million. So I show you this. I'm not gonna go down the whole chart, just to let you know that there's still money in DeFi. There's still daily active addresses, still daily transactions, not dead. So chill out for a little bit. Right now, we're just trading sideways, and this fearing, market makers, these exchanges are trying to come for your crypto. You just got to be strong, diamond hands, and hold on to the ones you truly believe in. In other news, Gemini is considering an IPO. We hear that Ripple is doing that, and now Gemini is doing that. And when you see these type of things, you know that you're in a bull market. I remember the last bull market with the likes of, they had all the crazy stuff, but every other commercial, especially during the Super Bowl, you saw a lot of crypto commercials, a lot of people making money, just pushing money around, all these other, just a lot of investments out there. And this is the same thing. Gemini is considering IPO because they know what's going to happen this year. And if it happens, it should help their stock. I think Robinhood is going to do well, crypto related, and they're probably following in the footsteps. XRP is going to do the same thing. It's only going to be hot right now this year. So yes, it's fearful now, but if you look down the future, a lot of positive things. Smart money's investing. Smart money's doing things for this year like this. So you know what's going to happen. XRP and Solana race towards a spot ETF approval. That's happening as well. SEC has definitely acknowledged their filings. NASDAQ's acknowledged their filings as well. So it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time before this happens. And then if you look at Polymarket, it's saying that there's an 85% chance that the sole spot ETF will be approved in 2025. There was some rumbling about Larry Fink saying that it'll be happening this month, but I haven't seen anything to support that. So I don't know if that was just, fake news or whatever, but it's going to happen. And we know XRP, it might happen as well for XRP. And according to Polymarket, they're at 80% that it might happen. Polymarket's been on point. They've been predicting a lot of things lately. So that's positive for the space as well, specifically for those two alts. Then we have Portnoy with Barstools. He, I guess, last 48 hours trading memes. One meme called Montoya, and he made a good amount of money on it. He was sharing his address, and, because of him sharing his address, he's been receiving a ton of memes and a ton of crypto. And, whatever, if it's good or bad type of information, it's just bringing spotlight to the space, and people are talking about it. So that's good. And if he's making money with memes, he might bring more retail into it. Hopefully they understand that memes can rug on you and they know how things can go, but still, it's publicity, right, for the crypto space. Then lastly, I'll end with this since we're talking about memes and rug pulls. The Haktua chick, she finally broke her silence and said that basically she didn't know, what was going to happen. She kind of trusted some dude and ran with it. She feels truly sorry about it. And she said any money that she made, she's going to be donating that to the animals affected by the LA fires. So, at least she commented, because she went dark for a long time where no one heard anything from her. So that is interesting. So this week, guys, let's just look and see what's going to happen with basically these tariffs. Let's see what's going to happen with that. I think with tariffs and you got these liquidations, once that's some clarity there and the liquidation's clear, we're still on our way, guys. We're still on our way. And I would just want you to, let's take a look at this again. Let's look at this chart. We're still there. If we're mimicking what happened from the last 2017 cycle, we're still there, guys. We're only right here, and then we're going to go here. And you're going to be so happy that you actually stayed with the game plan. While you invested the past 3+ years into these alts and Bitcoin, you can finally take some profit. So we're almost there. So guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope you're still as positive as I am with this space. Don't give up. Great deals right now. I know I've been saying that lately a lot on these videos, but one day you'll be like, yes, you were right. And we'll be thankful. We'll be chilling. So talk to you later. Super Bowl tomorrow. I probably won't be streaming, posting a video, and I hope these Eagles win, to be honest. But it should be a good time, good game. Talk to you later, guys.